We're here at the Internet Marketing Conference. I'm here with Chad Leaman. He's an e-learning manager with Neil Squire Society, and his panel at the conference is that he's participating in is redefining community in a digital world. What does that mean, Chad?
Thanks very much, Jonathon. The focus of our session is really on how, in a digital world, how new communities are forming and how these new communities can be leveraged for a variety of reasons. So on the panel, there will be 4 different speakers. I'm the non-profit one, so speaking about how forming communities in the digital world has helped us as a non-profit organization. But there are other speakers as well about how it's helped with fighting the casino development in Vancouver, from a commercial vendor aspect to build brand and imaging, as well as cause marketing. So you're going to have 4 different speakers, all with very different backgrounds and how they've used digital communities to help either grow their business or support their cause, and how that's come together and how that's helped them move forward with their goals and missions.
Could you give me an example of how groups are redefining community?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few different ways, and it kind of, the medium is the message sometimes. The different tools are better at different jobs. So an example for something that I've done here at Neil Squire is I've become a fairly active user of Twitter, which is a great way, especially at conferences, to kind of stay in touch with people afterwards. I find sometimes, you go to a conference and there's all these like-minded people and there's a lot of great energy and you come back with all these ideas and stuff. And then as time goes on, you kind of lose touch with those people. So Twitter is a good way to kind of stay in touch with people. And a lot of the conferences I've gone to have been kind of education-based. So they're using Twitter as like a personal learning network. So as people kind of discover new tools or new toys or have best practices, they share it over Twitter. So instead of your learning being a 2-day intensive conference, it's an ongoing relationship with people where you can continue to learn, evolve, communicate, and co-work with people on similar problems despite being divided by geography, time, employers, etc.
Well, it sounds like it's a lot of fun to build those communities, and you've seen actual results from this that have helped your organization.
Yeah, when I first started using Twitter, I was at the Moodle conference. Now, Moodle is a learning management system that's free and open source, and that we were, at the time, very new to using. We had a development server and clicked a few buttons, but didn't really know what was going on. So the Moodle conference was great to kind of learn things. But as I continued to practice, I just, had an open search in my tweet deck on Twitter for Moodle. So anytime anyone tweeted anything about Moodle, I could see it. And a lot of times it was, 10 best practices for course design or 15 things never to do in Moodle. And sometimes you got, student tweets in there, I hate Moodle. But a lot of times it was, educators sharing things that they found valuable from Moodle. So it was a great way to kind of steal other people's homework and ideas to help us as we were building our Moodle server and our Moodle online learning community.
Thank you very much for taking the time, Chad. I've been talking with Chad Leaman, the e-learning manager at Neil Squire Society, and have a great day.
Cheers. Thanks so much, Jonathan.